Hey, Carina here, down in my office. I just got off a little chat with a lady, and she was telling me that I will tell you what she was saying to me. She's so scared. She's been open for a few months, 3 to 4 months. She has 4 kids. She put all her money into her business. She's failing. She's lost. She doesn't know what to do. I asked her how much she is spending. How much does she have on an inventory, right? Because it sounds like she's pretty down. She said that she spent $5,000 to $6,000 on inventory, and she needs support, direction, customers, money. So, guys, she's invested $5,000 to $6,000 in inventory, and she's not making any sales. So, can any of you guys relate to that? You have spent money on inventory and it's not selling. Tell me in the comments if you have inventory and it's not selling. This lady, she's in dire straits, right? Just like a lot of ladies that I talk to. And that's the number one thing that I hear is I don't have sales. I have inventory. I'm not making any sales. And I said, well, what do you think that you need help with? Support, direction, customers. What if you had support? Here's another thing she said that made me really think, right? She said, I do lives from my living room with the backdrop, of course, but I get embarrassed because everyone else has rooms dedicated to their business and nice setups, and they have support within their family and friends who share and buy from them, and I don't have any of that. So who can relate to that? Because, I feel like that's becoming kind of common now, is, the lack of support. Here's the thing. First of all, if you're going to be successful, you are not going to be looking at what everyone else is doing. You're going to be too busy, for one. Two, just because somebody has a pretty backdrop doesn't mean that they're making money, making sales, making profit. It doesn't matter if you have a pretty backdrop. You don't have to have a special room. So part of it, I picked up on that keyword embarrassed. She's embarrassed, right? So that's telling me a lot, like a lot of ladies, she doesn't feel like she's good enough. So that's one key issue, right? So you want to start a business. It doesn't work right off the bat the way that you think it should have. And so you feel like a failure. You get embarrassed. You start thinking that you're not worthy of having a successful business. And it goes downhill from there. So here's what I told her. First of all, I recommended she join the academy. The link's below. Because that's exactly what you get is support. So if you don't have your family and friends supporting you, you have a community of women supporting you that are also in the program. The second thing is what really makes me sad is that it sounds like she's coming from a place of scarcity mindset. And I picked up on that from that keyword embarrassment, right? And she's feeling like a failure. And she actually told me that because she spent over $5,000 on inventory and it's not selling, she fell behind on her bills. She has 4 kids and she's had to get a part-time job because of this. So those things are telling me she's in a really bad place, right? And she's desperate, and she's thinking that, she could be thinking potentially if she buys more inventory, it will help, which is the absolute wrong thing to do, right? You guys know that if you listen to me. The second thing she's thinking is that she can't afford any more money. She can't spend any more money, right? So she tightens up like a turtle goes in their shell, right? Because she's embarrassed. She's feeling like a failure. Things aren't working. She must not deserve it. She doesn't know what she's doing. So what is her first inclination is to tighten up, and she just doesn't want to spend any more money. So the thing that you need to think about is if you stay where you're at, you're not going to grow, right? So what she needs to do right now is get support. She needs support. That will fix it. That will fix her problem, right? Because the support is going to keep her in the right frame of mind, and she's going to stop being embarrassed because she's going to have people telling her it doesn't matter. In the academy, we have that private Facebook group and over 100 women growing every day. We all go to each other's lives and support. So she's saying she's going live, no one's coming. She's doing this, it's not working. She's doing that, it's not working. So spend a couple $100 to get into a program that can get you the missing pieces and parts, right? Because this is what I told her. It sounds like you're coming from a place where you've got a scarcity mindset. And I used to have one. I did before I hired my coach that I've had for almost 2 years now. I felt that way too. I felt like, I wasn't worthy. And she made me, I'll never forget, she made me stand up one day in this exact spot. I was sitting in my chair doing a coaching session with her. She made me stand up and say, I'm Superwoman. And just the act of doing that just made me think, wow, I am somebody's Superwoman, right? I am, and so you get to where you're feeling down about yourself. And, if you don't have those outside people to pick you up and, remind you of who you are, really, all that self-talk will actually keep you exactly where you're at. So I told her for a fact, she is going to be stuck exactly where she's at if she does not change her scarcity mindset, because she will continue to go down, right? And she's desperate at this point, but she's still salvageable because she hasn't given up. At some point, she will give up if she doesn't have the support and the strategies that she needs. And so what do you think is going to happen to that $5,000 to $6,000 worth of inventory? It's going to get donated or given away, or it'll sit in the basement and it'll be a lost dream. And she'll say, I couldn't make it work. Right? So I want you to think about that. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you've ever had scarcity mindset, because I feel like it's a pretty common thing with women. And I think it's something that we need to get over. We need to get over ourselves, right? Stop thinking that you're the issue or that you're not worthy or you're not smart enough or you'll never be able to make it. Find somebody that will support you, because that's all it takes is one person to support you and to cheer for you. And you can actually do this, especially if you've already invested. And a lot of ladies I talk to, they've already invested thousands of dollars in products, right? Now's not the time to give up. That is gold that you have sitting there, right? So if you have $5,000 worth of product, all you need is a strategy, a plan. That you're already set, right? You just need to follow the strategies and get some of that sold. So let's say, it's a couple $100 to get into a program that will help you sell your inventory. Think how much money, think how much profit you've got sitting there. You just need to know what to do with it. So it's not your fault, but you do need to reach out and get help from someone and get support from someone, or it will be your fault. But that's a story for another day. So I just want to be there for you guys and let you know that it's not you unless you give up. Then it's you. It's not you unless you have scarcity mindset and you don't believe in yourself. Then it's you, right? So use the resources that you have right in front of you and don't give up. And it's different to give up if you haven't started, right? Maybe it's not for you. But once you've gotten down the path, right, and you've got inventory, you've got to get rid of the inventory. That's what I teach. Get rid of that inventory, not get rid of it, right? Because it's not trash. But Like, get it out the door within 30 days. I mean, that's the deal. That's what I teach. Within 30 days, it's out the door. You've got new stuff in. It's constantly. That's how you do 7 figures. Fast, speed, right? So you don't waste time. You don't waste money. You only focus on things that bring in profits, right? So that's the next thing. That's a story for another day, is time. You know, a lot of time I see being wasted by ladies on things that do not matter at all. So I hope to see you in my program. The link's below, and the price is going to be doubling on Sunday. So if you have not looked at my program and you are at all interested, take a peek at it and see if the timing's right. If it's, you know, if it's go time for you, I'd love to have you in there. And just remember that pricing is only through Sunday. So if you're on the fence at all, send me a DM, put a comment. Let me know what you're on the fence about, and we can talk through it and see if it's a fit for you. So I'll see you guys later.